Hi, this is Mel from healingthatfeeling.com, and I just wanted to share with you a quick video that explains a simple 3-step process to avoiding negative thoughts and how to create a positive mindset. This is something that I get asked about all the time by new clients that come to me, so I hope it helps you. If you like this video, please leave a comment or feel free to share it with your friends. Following on from the previous articles about limiting beliefs that I've recently posted on my blog, I wanted to share with you this simple way of dealing with negative thought patterns. Now, negative thoughts happen to everyone, but if we don't learn to overcome them and control them, they will become our mindset. Because unfortunately, negative thoughts have a bad habit of multiplying. And worst of all, most of them come from our limiting beliefs, which are in our subconscious mind, so they happen without us even being aware of them until it's too late. If you ever find yourself getting stuck in a negative thought pattern for no apparent reason, for example, being on a total downer about everyone and everything on a particular day, you're not alone. This is quite common. So, how do you get rid of negative thoughts? Well, this is a very popular search query on Google, and in fact, hundreds of thousands of people around the world, if not millions, suffer from this annoying and destructive habit. The good news is that turning a negative mindset into a positive one is actually quite simple to do, but you do need to make a conscious effort to do this throughout your day, every day, for at least 21 days to make this a new habit. Just like your negative thoughts have become a habit, you'll have to make your new positive thoughts become a habit. These are my 3 steps to a positive mindset. The first step is to become conscious and self-aware. To get rid of negative thoughts, you need to learn to hear your thoughts as and when they happen, rather than just letting them run in the background until you're in a complete state of despair or negativity. It's too late by then, so you need to try and become conscious and self-aware of each thought that happens throughout the day and just self-check. When I was in my late teens, I'd already been suffering from depression for a few years, and by this point I was feeling so depressed that I thought I'd be better off dead. But one day I suddenly realised that although I didn't have control over certain things that were going on in my life at the time, I had total control of my thoughts, but I was unconsciously choosing to focus on the negative ones. I realised that I, and only I, could control my thoughts, despite what was going on in my life. Nobody else could make me think a certain way, and I was totally responsible for each thought, good or bad. And once you become more aware of this simple fact, you have the control back. It was a really great feeling actually, and it totally changed my life. It was the start of this healing process, and it's completely changed my life. So for this step, you'll need to become consciously aware of your thoughts throughout the day, not just once or twice. You need to make it a habit to self-check your thoughts at regular intervals during the day. Ask yourself how you feel. If you're feeling positive and productive, you're most likely thinking positive thoughts. But if you're feeling stressed, irritable, or pessimistic, and thinking things like, "This always happens to me if something goes wrong during the day," you're in a negative thought pattern. As soon as you recognize that your thoughts are more negative than positive, just consciously think to yourself, "Stop." And then you can start to challenge the negative thought patterns, and this is step 2. So challenge the thoughts that you're having. Do you really have bad luck all of the time? And is all of your life really that bad? Or is it just certain aspects of life that are getting you down? If the negative thought is about a particular person, especially a loved one, would it be possible for you to think positive thoughts about them instead? It doesn't have to be connected with the original situation that was negative. This is just a way to teach you and retrain you to count your blessings. For example, I can think of many negative things about my partner, my children, friends or family members, but I choose not to. because I'd much rather think positive thoughts about them. And learning to feel blessed or lucky just requires some mental retraining, but it's actually a vital step in this process. So, for example, if you find yourself feeling annoyed because you're having a bad day at work, you're probably likely to start the negative inner chatter. So consciously speak to yourself. You could say, for example, okay, so I'm feeling a bit stressed right now, but everything will work out okay. And you might also want to add in some self-confidence boosters, such as I'm strong, smart, and I'm totally capable of dealing with this. Once you start to create this habit and do this on a regular basis, it's amazing how quickly your outer circumstances will change just by changing this inner chatter. So now we move on to the third step and the final step of this process. And this is where we add in some positive affirmations on a regular basis throughout your day. I personally don't believe that affirmations will work on their own, but if you use them along with the other steps in this process, they will work, because you're neutralizing the negative chatter first, and then you're replacing it with more positive inner chatter. If you just add in the positive affirmations without dealing with the negative thought patterns, the negative thoughts will still be controlling your mindset, so the positive affirmations will be next to useless, they won't have any effect. However, once you start to become more consciously aware and more in control of your negative thoughts, you'll start to control your own thought patterns and you'll be able to guide them into a more positive light. So for the positive affirmations, you can start as soon as you wake up each morning before you even get out of bed. You can start by saying some affirmations to yourself like, today is going to be a great day, or I'm having a fantastic day today, or I'm going to get the great results that I deserve, that kind of thing. Anything that speaks to you in a language of expectation and positivity is good. Ask yourself what you want your day to look like, and then speak in the language of expectation. When you expect that you'll have a good day, it's much more likely to be a good day. It's all about our perception of things, and negative things will still happen because life does tend to throw all kinds of things at us on a regular basis. But when you're in a positive frame of mind, you'll see much more opportunities around you. You'll also see the solutions to problems much easier than when you were previously feeling negative. Most importantly, the thing that I want you to take away from this video today is that your thoughts are powerful. So why not choose to focus on making them positive ones? This is really, really important in the healing process and having a happy and fulfilled life. You can't do that when you're in a negative mindset. So the more you focus on changing your perspective to emphasize the positive, the more you'll empower yourself to create better circumstances in your life. This 3-step process is very simple, but changing the thought patterns is not a quick fix. It's not something that you can do in just one day. You'll need to follow these steps on a regular basis for at least 21 days to ensure that this becomes a new habit, and then it will become a permanent one. By the time that you've got to the 21 days, you will not want to go back to being negative. So give it a try, and if you like this video, leave a comment or feel free to share on Facebook or Twitter, because as many people that know about this, the better. Good luck.